April 1943. German troops uncover mass graves in the Katyn forest near Smolensk. Thousands of Polish officers bound and shot in the back of the head. The Nazis blame the Soviets blame the Nazis. But who really knew the truth? Winston Churchill did. By 1943, the British government had received intelligence reports that made it clear these men had been captured by the Soviets in 1939, after Stalin's invasion of eastern Poland, and in 1940 they simply vanished. When Germany announced the discovery of the graves, the Polish government in exile demanded an international Red Cross investigation. The Red Cross agreed, but only if both sides consented. The Soviets refused. Instead, an international medical commission was brought in. Their forensic conclusion? The men had been killed in the spring of 1940, at a time when the area was under Soviet control, long before the Germans arrived. Churchill had no doubts. In a private note, he wrote, "There is no use prowling round the 3-year-old graves of Smolensk." He knew the Soviets were guilty, but publicly he supported Stalin's denial. In a meeting with Polish officials, Churchill said bluntly, "We shall certainly oppose vigorously any investigation. The less said about this, the better." The truth of Katyn was buried, just like the men in those graves. Britain and America needed Stalin to crush Hitler. And for that alliance, Poland's murdered elite was sacrificed, not just by Stalin, but by his Western allies who chose silence. The irony? Many of the young men fighting in the Soviet-backed Polish army had no idea their commanders and professors, their fathers and brothers, had already been executed by the very regime that now claimed to liberate Poland. And the cover-up didn't end with World War II. During the Cold War, the United Kingdom and the United States actively helped the USSR keep Katyn a secret. Declassified documents show that Western intelligence, government reports and media were all pressured to toe the Soviet line, hiding the truth from the world for decades. Churchill once said, "In wartime, truth is so precious that she should always be attended by a bodyguard of lies." In wartime, truth is so precious that she should always be attended by a bodyguard of lies. For Katyn, that bodyguard of lies lasted half a century. It wasn't until 1990 that Moscow finally admitted, yes, the NKVD carried out the massacre. Katyn was not just a massacre, it was a betrayal, a moment when even the champions of freedom chose silence, and history itself became a casualty of war.